and sometimes even other mediators. And I'm still standing, and so I think that's a testament to Joe's skills as a mediator. There are three qualities that I've seen that, just from doing mediations and being part of that, that I think don't come naturally to litigators. The first one, I think, is the ability to always keep lines of communication open. That is essential to mediators, and I have seen Joe sit there with people who have behaved extraordinarily unreasonably and said the most outrageous things. And the dialogue of every great mediator that I've been in front of does that. The second thing is patience. I once participated with Joe in a mediation. I thought it might be the biggest case in the office. It turned out it was probably one of the worst cases in the office. And it was complex, and Joe kept the mediation going and participated and probably went through 10 or 12 days of mediation over a 2-year period and did things for our clients that I thought were impossible to get done. And that's patience, and I think Joe has that as much as any mediator, any great mediator does. And the third thing is civility, and for all of you who know Joe, I don't need to explain that to you. But one of my partners once said that if you spend any time with Joe in arbitration and mediation, litigation, that when you, that even the most unreasonable and obnoxious lawyers will behave more reasonably. Joe will just shame them into doing that. And I think these are all things that don't come naturally to a lot of us litigators, but Joe has them. Those things have also made our firm an extraordinary atmosphere to be for the last 18 years for me. If Joe is the firm's Yoda, then the next speaker is the firm's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know what that means, I just wanted to say it. Levin Epstein, though, is, I think, evidence of the civilizing effect of Garrison. For those of you who know Ethan, and for those of you who don't, Ethan for many, many years was an aggressive, goes for the throat federal prosecutor and state prosecutor, although those of us who were state prosecutors don't actually remember that, but he was. And then after that, he was equally aggressive and very successful and outstanding white-collar lawyer. I think Joe has softened Ethan, not in bad ways, but in good ways, so that he doesn't have to only go in one ear. And I think as Ethan has waded into the gray of civil litigation, where things aren't always as black and white as they are for those of us who sometimes do the criminal side, I think Joe has made Ethan a much, much better lawyer in civil practice, and a much, much easier guy to deal with. So I now give you Obi-Wan Kenobi, Levin Epstein, John.